Over the next few decades, the metaverse will become immensely more advanced and integrated in our daily lives. Some people think the metaverse is just a hype, others believe it to be the greatest evolution of the internet. Together with the sharpest minds in this space, we are going to explore the future of the metaverse. We want to understand the impacts of this new world, and in this show, we will find the answers. Welcome to Metaverse Mentors. So today I'm here with Dima Shevchenko from MyFaceAR. Dima, welcome to Metaverse Mentors.
Hi, Samir. Nice to be here.
Thank you. I'm very looking forward to hear what you guys are doing with MyFaceAR. We have had some guests who are operating in the AR field so far, but we haven't heard a lot yet about the intersection of AR, marketing, social media, and of course in the metaverse space and NFT space, social media is a very powerful medium and instrument, and I'm very interested in hearing your story and the role that you are trying to play in that landscape. But could you perhaps walk us through as well a bit on your background, what you've been doing, which fields you've operated in, and just about yourself?
Sure. So, as you mentioned, my name is Dima Shevchenko. I'm Ukrainian, but for the last 11 years, I'm living in Poland, Warsaw. I'm ex-TikToker, I'm ex-Googler, and actually 1 year ago, I decided to start my own business with the MyFace. So if we speak about MyFace is not the development studio. We are a technological AR house in Metaverse. So we are doing AR marketing on social media, focusing mainly on TikTok, Instagram, and Snap effects. But the most important that's all of this with the cooperation with influencers. So this is the main thing, that it's not only about creative, it's about an AR campaign on social media. We are also doing web AR. So for example, for some clients that do not have active social media channels, or for example, they have some categories that they would like to promote and it's not possible on social media, we are able to help them with the web AR experience.
Sounds very relevant and very cool combining those technologies. You mentioned you're ex-TikToker yourself. You have been at Google. Can you perhaps expand a little bit on that, and also how this led you to this idea where you are now?
Sure. So if we speak about my experience in Google, it was my work started in 2016, I think. I was just the community manager for the CIS market. I was responsible for Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan markets. It's much more about the marketing, not about the sales. I think that I'm the sales guy, and is like the main thing for me, just to be focused actually on sales. So I decided after that to leave Google. It was, let's say, the contract only for several months, up to 5 months, I think. And after that, I started actually to sell a lot in digital. I've been in several agencies like the mobile houses that were focusing on, let's say, CPM, CPI, CPS campaigns, a lot of about performance. Then I joined the DSP platform Hybrid AI, where I was like the CEO in Poland and started the project from scratch. I've been there for 3 years. Then I left the company, and I've got the opportunity to work with it on a TikTok. So in TikTok, I've been the first person in Poland to start business actually from scratch for the whole C region. But frankly speaking, I've been focusing on Polish market, and for the whole year that I've been working on TikTok, I've been working with the media houses, with the brands, and one of the main thing is that TikTok started to make branded effects, and brand effects on TikTok, it's quite similar if we are speaking about technology to, let's say, Snap, or for example, Facebook with the Spark AR, but it was something new if we speak about the promotion with the influencers, the promotion with the hashtag challenges, and it's actually was the main thing that I decided that this is something which I would like to develop, to have the next step. So after that, after 1 year, working on TikTok, I decided to start my own business with the MyFace. The main investor of MyFace became my ex-company, Hybrid AI. So this is the AdTech holding with their own DSP technology, with their own, let's say, AdTech solution, and they decided to invest actually in AR marketing because it's something new and trendy. So we started business together. Right now, I have the team of 10 people. Mainly, it's about developers. Yeah, so we have 4 people, like 4 creatives, 2D, 3D, GS devs. We have the CTO, like our art director. We have people in marketing, in the sales team, and I'm like the CEO and the creative digitalist. So actually, a lot of ideas are also coming from my head. Yeah. So it's like this, actually, on which we are focusing right now, sorry, and this is something that we would like to develop because I see a huge potential for not only for AR, but in general for the AR marketing because it's the main point that most of brand managers would like to have in their campaigns.
Very exciting journey, and also cool to hear that you have had both marketing experience, then went to the sales side, and now the entrepreneurship side, and combining everything together. I can imagine that's very helpful to have, yeah, both backgrounds. It's not very, you don't see that very often. And yeah, you have spoken about TikTok, other media platforms. I also have a couple of questions there, but particularly about AR and the media that you are using. Why are you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and for example, not on other social media channels? I think you are on others as well, but why have you chosen for those media platforms particularly?
Sure, sure. So actually, the main point is that we have, let's say, the biggest apps in the world for right now with the active users up to 1 billion monthly active users. If we speak about TikTok, if we speak about Instagram, of course, it's the huge platforms with the branding content, so with a lot of influencers, and it's a huge potential for a lot of companies. Yeah. So I think that in general, AR marketing is actually a new buzzword that my face is building now. So AR effect is only the creative, and we are focusing on the social media. So if we speak about social media right now, it's the main 3 platforms: Snap, Instagram, and TikTok. And they have a huge potential. First of all, we have the influencers, as I mentioned. And second thing is, of course, that user is making the content. Yeah. So in this case, each user could become the free ambassador of the brand while they are making the Instagram stories, or for example, when they are making TikTok with your effect. It's going to be a huge campaign with the millions reach, with the UGC, and of course, it's going to be a huge branding for the client. So that's why I decided that it's better just to focus on 3 main platforms. First of all, of course, because of the audience, yeah, it's a quite huge audience that we have. And second thing is that still, I think that it's the main platforms that we have in our daily life. I'm waking up with the phone and coming to the Instagram or TikTok. Mainly TikTok because I had already this experience, and still a lot of friends are there. But of course, if we speak about Instagram and if we speak about influencers, it's a huge potential there to make such campaigns. So I decided, and my partner, we decided to focus on social media because it's the main channel for us for such campaigns if we speak about AR marketing. But for the last 4 months, we started to test the web AR solution, and it's going really well. And it's also a huge potential for a lot of clients that would like to make the web AR campaigns. If we speak about display, yeah, so we are able also to promote this in programmatic in our DSP platform, and the programmatic solution could be the solution for a lot of clients if we speak about AR marketing. So it looks like this.
Thanks for that explanation, and I'm very looking forward to be using those AR applications explicitly. What do you think is like inherently special about AR compared to you call it AR marketing compared to traditional marketing campaigns. I'm not a marketer myself, but I've worked with marketers, and then you see you could
Sure.
post a white, for example, you could post a white paper, post some blogs, you could do some vlogs, perhaps even podcasting. All those. What is so interesting about AR?
Sure, sure. So actually, everything depends. I've been working on the client side. I've been working on TikTok, and all the time, the new channel could be the best channel if we speak about marketing for a lot of clients. But if clients invest a lot on a social media, yeah, like it's their main channel, comparing to the Facebook, for example, campaigns, or for example, just normal Instagram stories campaigns, or even hashtag challenge on TikTok. It's about big investment. And in this case, especially for me, if I'm the user and I see the advertisement, I would like to close it. Sometimes this advertisement is like the full screen. Sometimes it's like the content that I do not like.
Yeah,
And if we speak about
It's interrupting you.
it's interrupted me. Even, for example, of course, even at work, I could open my app, yeah, Instagram or TikTok, and I do not need this content yet. I do not need this advertisement yet. If we speak about AR marketing and in general AR experience, this is the user decision. If I would like to watch the content with the Instagram story of my influencer or of my friend that is using this branding content, it's okay for me. First of all, the main KPI for such clients, for such branding content, is that this is native advertisement. And users would like to see this advertisement minimum for 15 seconds. If we speak about Instagram stories, the same with the TikTok, yeah, the same with the TikTok that I'm watching with this effect. Second thing is the brand awareness. So we have organic reach because users are making this content with the branding. Second thing is actually the new followers. If we speak about the growth of followers, of course, more and more users would like to watch such content, and they would like to become the new follower of, let's say, BMW of or Coca-Cola or any other client.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they would like to have such content on their Instagram or TikTok. So these are the main points, and I think that's in general, if we speak about AR marketing comparing to any other campaigns on mobile, the CTR is really huge. With our last campaign that we did, for example, for Philips, we had the CTR up to 30%. So it's a huge number because comparing to any other channel, even not if we are speaking only about the social media. In general, if we speak about mobile marketing, the CTR, usual CTR is 0.51. Sometimes, of course, it could be 2-3% if it's the video format or full screen. But right now we are talking about native ads and we are talking about the social media. So this is the best results that could be gained for the clients if we speak about AR marketing.
I really like what you're saying there because I agree. If I am on LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram, I'm bombarded with all those advertisements. Fortunately, I have ad blockers, but still, I see some things I actually don't want to see. But now,
Sure.
what you're actually saying, you're flipping it around. I am following Dima because I like his content, and then this AR is integrated there. And if I like it, I just keep it there. And if I don't want to follow, so I have my own agency on which things I see and which things I don't see. So that's really interesting. And you mentioned Philips. What are the kind of verticals and customers that you are focusing on? Or do you not have specific folks and are you more generic to different kinds of companies?
Yeah. So in general, if we speak about statistics, if we speak about Instagram, the platform calls Spark AR, on which we are developing this project. So the client has the access to this platform. He has impressions, unique impressions. He has interactions with the branding content. How many people actually use this effect, and for example, spend 1 to 3 minutes or even more with this effect, but do not publish it, for example, because
Mhm.
this content, for example, will not be relevant to their own content. The third is going to be saves, just to add this Coca-Cola or, for example, Philips effect to your popular one. And the last one is going to be shares. So the UGC, user-generated content. How many people actually saw the content, then use this effect, and then make the Instagram story and publish it on their own account. So it's the last one. And this is the main stats. So if we speak about, because I mentioned that the CTR is up to 30%, how do we count it? Usually, the number of interactions, like the engagement rate, the number of interactions with this effect, we are dividing on number of impressions, and we are getting the CTR. So in this case, there are a lot of cases that we did. The same was for our campaign for The Witcher, where we had up to 10% in our campaign. And it's even for such campaign, it's not only with the cooperation of the influencers. Yeah, in this case, it was also campaigns where the content was super relevant to a lot of people, and they wanted to become the next ambassadors to make the story with this content. So it's a lot about organic reach. It's a lot about communication actually with your audience on your account, and of course with the people that this content could be relevant.
Yes, that makes sense. And perhaps for people who do not have a marketing background, I actually read about CTR, but perhaps can you briefly explain the term CTR, which stands for click-through rate? And secondly, the customers that you are focusing on with MyFaceAR, is there a commonality there? Are you focusing on retailers, for example, or more corporate companies, or self-employed
Sure.
people? Where's the focus?
Yeah. So if we speak about the CTR, it's a click-through rate, as you mentioned. Yeah, and actually, it's very important metrics for a lot of clients in different channels. It's gonna be the click, for example, number of clicks divided on the number of impressions, and in this case, you are getting actually the number of real. Sorry, it's the mistake gonna be. So maybe let's tell that it's gonna be the CTR is actually the click-through rate in your campaign, and it's the main KPI for a lot of clients. And they will understand that, for example, their advertisement, or for example, their AR effect is clickable, yeah, in general. So people are interested in
So
watching.
if people are not clicking, then that's an
Then they are not
unsuccessful
interested. Yeah,
advertisement.
exactly.
Ah,
And
got it. And the
it's not
higher
an
it is,
advertisement.
I get it.
And once it's higher, of course, it's about engagement, and it's about the effect of your campaign in general,
Mm.
if it's successful or not. If we speak about clients, so actually right now in AR, there are a lot of, let's say, industries that are ready for this AR experience, AR marketing in general. Of course, many of them are FMCG clients. It's also about
What are
automotive even.
FMCG clients, Dima?
FMCG, food and beverage clients, you mean?
Ah, got it. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so if we speak about FMCG, food and beverage clients like, let's say, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, for example, I don't know, Oreo, Nestle. There are retail clients, of course, like Lidl, for example, or Carrefour. All of them are starting to make AR marketing campaigns, and all of them are doing this, and they see a huge potential. The same with clients from smaller categories, or for example, categories that are, let's say, not relevant for the brand awareness. They are mostly focusing on the performance, but still they started to make AR campaigns. It's like finance, like
What could a campaign, an AR marketing campaign for Coca-Cola, for example, or Red Bull, what could it
sure.
look like?
So actually, everything depends on the brief. If we speak about our process and communication with the client, we are getting the brief, and after that, we are also support them with the creative ideas. So, for example, we are brainstorm with our team and give them some examples, or for example, some relevant case studies what we are able to do. In this case, it could be any selfie filter. In this case, it could be, for example, any target tracking technology where you are scanning the object, and after that, the augmented reality starts on a bottle, or for example, on a let's say Kit Kats, yeah, or for example, you're scanning the logo of Coca-Cola, and we have something. In this case, there are a lot of options. So we are able to make
Can
the.
you explain that what you just illustrated? So let's say I
So
have
for
here I
example,
have
we
here a
have the
Coca,
phone.
this, yeah, exactly, this Coca-Cola bottle, and I have my phone. What is going to happen?
So, for example, you are just coming to the account on Instagram, open your camera, and you're scanning the logo of the client. In this case, it's going to be Coca-Cola. You're scanning the logo, and we have some animation. It could be 2D, 3D animation. It could be some a small movie of the Coca-Cola. Or, for example, we can make some animation illustration on this Coca-Cola. There are several options what we are able to do. And this is actually if we are talking about the target tracking technology.
Mm.
Sometimes quite popular technology, quite popular category, if we speak about AR marketing, is also AR games. So in this case, we are able to make the engagement relevant game for the followers of Coca-Cola and give the user to get this AR experience of their favorite brand. So I always propose to the clients not only to make this effect only for themselves, but also to make this for the influence campaigns. Yeah, and for example, also to make this for some contest. So, for example, make the story, tag Coca-Cola account, and after that, you will win something. So this is the motivation also for the user to make the relevant content and the branding content for example, Coca-Cola. Yeah.
I get it. What is crossing my mind is I've been using Snapfields, I think, since 2015 or something when I was
Yeah.
a bit younger. So those filters existed. Why is AR marketing just coming up now? It seems to me. What are the mechanics behind that?
So actually, of course, the Snap is the first platform, and I think that they have the best technology if we speak about the technology right now, because these guys are actually focusing on AR. They invest a lot in their technology. They have really good, relevant categories that, for example, are not available on other platforms like TikTok or Spark. That's why, of course, they have a huge opportunity. But if we speak about daily active users, of course, TikTok and Instagram are on the first place. That's why if we speak about the technology and AR marketing, it was only about in 2016, for example, or in general, like 5, 6 years ago, it was only about some content, some funny content. And for most of the clients, it was, let's say, let's make the funny AR effect so kids will use it. But right now, if we speak about, let's say, the audience that we have and that are usually using AR effects, it's not about kids. It's actually could be Gen Z, it could be millennials. So actually, each audience that and each user that in general like content with their brand. If they like Coca-Cola, if they like this effect, they will use it. If they like, for example, their brand, or for example, they would like to have the same content that's the influencer made, they're able to make this content. So AR marketing right now, if we speak about metrics, is the next step about the possibility how we are able to promote your effect. Our choice is to make it with the influencers. It's also able you're also able to make it with the paid social, for example, on Facebook, or if we speak about Snap, you're also able to make some promotion on Snap. But I think that effect is about content. Content is about influencers, and in general, people. Let's say each of us are micro influencer. Each of us are making some content. That's why it's about audience that are making this content, and the most important to make this organic reach for the clients. So it's about native advertisement finally.
Very cool. I think it's gonna be very transformative. It's much more interactive. And let's say you mentioned earlier about web AR. Let's say companies don't have Instagram presence or on other social media. They want to do something as well on the marketing side with AR. What can you guys provide?
So yeah, if we speak about this category, in general, I propose to invest on these categories to clients that are not able to make effects on social media is the pharmaceutical clients, or for example alcohol clients that also would like to have their web AR experience.
But
So what we can propose.
is that because of compliance and
Exactly,
regulations
exactly.
that they okay.
Regulation on the platforms, yeah. Because if we speak about in general the campaigns, you're able to make 18 plus targeting, and you can see these huge clients from
Uh,
these categories. But
get
if we speak about AR is for everyone. Any user that has the account on Instagram can make the story with this content, and of course, a lot of kids that are under 18 could see the content with this let's say categories that are prohibited on platforms on social media. So that's why we would like to propose the web AR solution. In this case, it could be several categories. Let's say the most popular is to make the 3D model, for example, of let's say the bottle of wine, and to put it. So let's say I will give you the whole story campaign, how it is. We are doing the AR campaign. We are doing the campaign in programmatic on our DSP platform. It's
mm,
gonna be interactive banner in mobile web, or for example in mobile app. You're clicking on this banner. It's usually the rich media, or for example some interactive formats on mobile, just to engage the user. And after that, you will get the notification, do you want to open your camera to have this AR experience? After that, you're opening the camera, and it's a dedicated landing page for the client. For example, if it's, let's say, I don't know, Carlsberg, yeah, like the beer. So there are several options what we can do. We can put the bottle of Carlsberg on our table. So just the 3D model, 3D modulation that we are doing by ourselves. And on this, if I'm the user, I'm able, for example, to put this bottle on the table. Or, for example, the target tracking technology, that I'm scanning the logo, or, for example, some object, or, for example, something on this bottle, and I have the augmented reality. In this case, web augmented reality. So it's quite the same. Also animation, also some, let's say, interaction for the user. It
mm.
could be AR games, it could be same filters. So actually, all categories that you have on social media, we are able to have it also on the web AR. Almost all of them. AR portals, selfie filters, AR games, 3D, 2D models, animations, everything is possible to do on web AR. But we are talking about some clients from these categories, like pharmaceutical, for example, or let's say alcohol.
I see, I see. So the social media platforms, let's say we develop something with this podcast. I don't know. I have an idea. Perhaps you could help me with bringing
Yeah,
this a monkey to life and let him walk around during my podcast. Perhaps is that
exactly. It's
something that could be
possible.
possible?
Exactly, everything. So actually, if we speak about Metaverse or any other channel on which we would like to make something, we are able to create everything. And it's not only about social media, it's also about the display. So actually, if we would like to have this monkey on a 3D model, or for example, the monkey that is jumping in our AR game, we are able to provide this and do this. So everything is possible. Everything is about augmented reality, and each technology which you would like, or for example, each project which you would like to make, we are able to do. Everything depends on your idea, and of course, we are able to support it, to support you, because we have also the creative team and
Okay,
the background. Yeah,
let's brainstorm after this podcast. Let's see what we can
sure,
come
sure.
up
Just
with,
let me know.
and then perhaps in the next episodes they can see some monkey, bored ape walking or flying around. That would be cool. Do you perhaps have an idea on what the ideal time frame is for a campaign? Because, for example, I get bored quite quickly. I don't want to watch for 1 minute some promotion, but if I see something of 5 seconds, I can be engaged already and be
Exactly.
willing to click
So
through.
that's why we are focusing on the social media. If we speak about Instagram stories, we have Instagram story up to maximum 15 seconds. So after 15 seconds, you can scroll down, or for example, go on the next Instagram stories. That's why if we speak about the idea of the AR effect, we are always trying to make as much as possible engagement idea, for the user. So in this case, in this 15 seconds, they will understand the whole marketing story of this campaign. So if it's going to be one brand, or for example, if it's going to be the project for you, we are trying to put everything at the beginning, just to increase, first of all, the loyalty of your product, and second thing is, of course, to make the user, let's say, to have the interest for your product, from the beginning, to make to become the next ambassador of your brand. So it's like this. If we speak about the timeline, or for example, the time when we would like to start with the campaign, the main thing is that the effect will stay forever, on your Instagram account. If we speak about TikTok, it's only for 66 days, and after that, the campaign will be finished, and you will lose your effect. But if we speak about Instagram or Snap, you will have the effects forever. So actually, this is something that's gonna be your content, and you can use this effect anytime. We have some campaigns that we did for some clients that still they have new number of unique users, new number of impressions.
Is that because of the social media platform rules they have established? That
Yeah, there's something about the rules. Yeah, if
okay.
we speak about Spark AR, you have it normally forever. Of course, you need to update sometimes one time per quarter to update the link, but we are also supporting with this. And if we speak about TikTok, it's only for the 66 days, and after that, you need to make the new campaign, and the
Mm.
best gonna be with us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I see, I see. And Spark AR, let's say again to the example that bring this
Yep.
monkey to life, is that the technology that facilitates this, or what are the technologies that
Yeah.
make it possible to bring that to life?
So if we speak about your project, in this case, we are able to make this in both free platforms. So actually, this technology is possible in Spark AR, TikTok Effector, it's about TikTok, and Lens Studio, it's for the Snap. So in this case, we are able to make this on several platforms, but the main thing is that it's not something that we are copy paste to each platform. Each of these platform has their own ecosystem and technology, and we have dedicated team that are making on each platform. So in this case, it's going to be new project on several platforms. If we are talking about this technology, my recommendation is to make it, for example, on TikTok, and on Instagram, because you have really huge audience, and we are speaking about Gen Z, and in this case, they are able to, let's say, push your effect to become the ambassadors, and to make this organic reach, because they will use this effect. It's something about engagement, it's something about interaction with the effect, and their content, it's also important for them. It's not only about the brand, it's about the content of the user. They need to give something new for their audience, so their number of followers will grow, and of course their content will be much more interesting for them, for their, let's say, audience.
Thanks for that elaboration. And I know we are living in very uncertain times, and there's a lot going on, and nobody has a crystal ball. But what do you foresee? What do you see in the foreseeable future, in like 1 to 2 years, about this technology and market? What are you most excited about?
So actually, each week, I think that I have the new idea what's going to be next, and so what we can do, because we are living in the startup world, we are living in the metaverse right now, and there are a lot of new trends that we have also to do, and just to give to our clients, to our audience. So actually, I think that if we speak about my phase, we'll be focusing on web AR a lot, and also on the social media. We are planning to have more and more our own influencers on the exclusivity with whom we would like to cooperate. And this is the main point, that it's going to be the great connection between influence and in general AR experience. And the second thing, that I think that it's a huge potential in general for the metaverse. So more and more companies would make some campaigns not only on the social media, but also to try to have their own space in this AR world. So let's say maybe some AR in-house solution for the companies. They will start doing their own teams. They will start invest a lot on this, because this is The next channel, it's about native advertisement. And as I said, I think that this is the most important for the clients, not only to burn the budget on the, let's say, brand awareness campaign, or for example, on some performance channels, but this is something that they can update each time, yeah, and invest just to have much more relevant campaigns to their audience. Right now, advertisement has to be focused not on their goals, they have to be focused on their audience, and audience is in the metaverse, audience is in the social media channels, and right now we need to think first of all about the user in the end, at the end, yeah, so what they would like to have final. So that's why, I'm just focusing on trends and trying to see what's going to be the next step for us. And right now, I see a huge potential in this AR marketing on the social media. And I think that's more and more influencers would also have their, let's say, metaverse world. They would like to have their own, I don't know, 3D model in metaverse. We are also able to do this. That's why I think it's going to be the future. Yeah.
Thanks, thanks. And yeah, what kind of fascinates me is that there's a lot of possibilities, and you said you are following the trends. And with Metaverse Mentors, I'm also kind of exposed to trends that are happening. What's your way of like analyzing and following different trends and picking up different things? Because obviously everything is moving so rapidly.
So rapidly, exactly. So in general, I'm trying just to be on a lot of conferences that's about metaverse, or for example about in general AR experience. So right now, for example, I think the trend that could be also quite interesting for a lot of clients, it's about NFT. Yeah. So in this case, they're doing their own NFT. They would like to promote this. It's about the communities. It's about the Twitter, but also AR marketing is a great solution for them because we are able to do the effect like your NFT. We are able to make some model. We are able to promote this on the social media, and it's about the branding of the NFT. Of course, finally, the user or the person has to come and on the website to buy this NFT to bid, of course, in the auction. But if we speak about the promo, do not focus only on these channels. Yeah, there are a lot of ways how you can promote. It's about YouTube. It's about, of course, social media channels, but AR experience is also the solution for a lot of clients. So if we speak about trends, my face doesn't have the NFT yet, but we are thinking, and we are thinking also, just to have some interesting collection, because there are a lot of copies of people that are doing quite the same content, and of course right now we need to create something new that will be, let's say, the next step for a lot of developers and creators that are doing. Yeah.
Absolutely, I completely agree. There's a lot of copies. What's perhaps, Dima, a question I haven't asked, but something that would allow you to express something that you think is also important and integral to what we have been discussing in this episode?
You mean boards in general for the next years?
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps I haven't asked something during the episode yet, but perhaps there is a question that you would find interesting or something that you would like to share to wrap up with.
Mm, Good question. So actually, I think that's maybe for some clients, let's say, they would like to ask and understand about maybe the costs, yeah, for the AR marketing campaigns. So
Of
actually,
course,
we
yeah.
are not talking about millions, yeah. We are not talking because there are some clients, or for example, small SMB clients even, they're thinking about huge budgets. AR marketing is not about a huge budget. You have to start from something. If we speak about, let's say, AR effect with the cooperation with influencers, the budget are starting even from, let's say, 5K, yeah, euro. So this is the minimum budget, but of course, in this budget, you are able to get up to 1 million impressions. And counted, and let's say, just to think about the CPM, the CTR, of course, it's much more relevant to your previous channels, let's say marketing channels. If we speak about, let's say, some bigger campaign on other platform, of course, you will need a bigger budget. But the main thing that in this budget, you're not getting only the development. We are giving the full service campaign for the client, starting from the brief, We are supporting the client with the creative idea. We are coming back with some support. We have on board our account managers that are supporting them on each stage. And finally, we are developing very fast. Only in 10 days, we need to make this effect. It could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, or even Snap. So in this case, just think about the costs, think about the campaign that could be relevant to your AR campaign, and in this case it could be minimum costs for a huge number of reach. Is really important metric for a lot of clients. Yeah.
Thanks for that explanation. I think I learned a lot today, but anyone who wants to know more about AR and the possibilities in the world of social media also learned a lot, and you translate actually in very clear items, so it's yeah, easier to digest. So thanks for that, Dima. I'm really looking forward to follow, perhaps if there is an NFT collection come out, to follow that, but also the new applications. As you have mentioned, the space moving very rapidly. There's a lot of new
Exactly.
trends emerging. So yeah, really looking forward to see what the future holds in store for you and in the world of AR. Thank you, Dima.
Thanks, Samir. It was nice to meet you, and let's keep in touch and discuss your next project that you would like to make in AR.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Dima.